going?
All right.
What's going on?
90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. It is I, Jared Tauber, DJ, Dr. DJ, coming at you from the Hackensack Performing Arts Center with Malachi Nassér.
What's going on?
Who just played a show here just a couple hours ago. And it was your Celebration of Joy EP release show.
It's finally out. The show was phenomenal. Great time. I'm very happy. That was awesome. That was so good.
You packed the house.
I packed. Yo, crazy packed. I was not expecting to look out and see that.
And see faces. You said you haven't seen some of those people in years.
Years. I saw one of the people that was there was my elementary school teacher from my original school before I came to DE.
Let me see if I got this right. Could it be from the Mark Murphy School of Music?
No, so it was when I was going to Mark Murphy School of Music, Haywood Avenue School. It's right around. It's all that's in orange. But yeah, back when I was. Oh wow, Mark Murphy School of Music. That's
or perhaps even the JCC Thurnar School of Music.
Oh my God, the JCC.
You know, I went to preschool at JCC.
Really?
Well, you're Malachi Nassér, we have to know. But neither of those schools is what you're referencing.
No, I'm just referencing Haywood Avenue School. Okay. Actually, it was the first school I went to in elementary school before moving over to DE.
Okay. Well, this isn't your first appearance on WMSC because you were just on Unplugged back in March, which I hosted, and also you killed. But since then, you played Boston. You've been all over the country: Nebraska, Ohio, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
and now
we went through every state.
Now
back in Jersey,
playing the homecoming show. So this was your first tour, right?
This was my first. This was my first tour as like Malachi Nassér.
So, like, what'd you take away from that?
Drink a lot of water and sleep. But really, it's just it feels good. I always, this is exactly what I wanted to be doing by this time in my life, and I was blessed to be able to do it with beautiful people and blessed to be able to do it with my friends, and it was awesome. I mean, like, it was so fun. Like, we just traveled around, we slept in the car, we, tried to make it work with not eating McDonald's every day. Like, I love.
It's hard to resist.
It's hard to resist, especially on the road, and you see a McDonald's every few miles. Oh yeah, hard to resist. I had McDonald's at least once every 2 days.
Isn't it amazing how much of this country is just corn?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, so much corn.
Just corn. I just learned that your dad Nassér played bass and toured with Color Me Bad and Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Which means, like, I never knew he played bass or toured as a professional musician. So did he have any advice to give to you for your first tour?
Constantly. He, like, all he does is give me advice. Yeah, when we first set out to like do this whole thing, he's also my manager now. So when we first set out to start this tour up, he was like, first off, sleep on the bus, drink lots of water, hence, and he's just like, have fun. Like, you'll remember these, like, you'll remember the sleeping on the bus. You'll remember the like trying to stay up, trying to fix the track. You'll remember like all these beautiful things that come with like touring. And I didn't believe him until I was out there, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, it felt great. Even the parts that felt bad felt great, because it was just, you're doing what you love, so it made it worth it.
You're no stranger to these two words that have probably haunted your life: child prodigy. And you've been pronounced child prodigy by the likes of Rachel Maddow, the Huffington Post, the NAACP, and the New Jersey Senate and General Assembly. So what I want to know is what is your relationship with that label like today, and is there ever a pressure to live up to that as a grown-up now?
Oh, that's a fire question. Growing up with the label of child prodigy, and that's really what it is. It's a label. It can be a lot, especially for a kid. And really, what I looked at it as was a bunch of people that believed in me. And that's how I just kind of made it work and made it feel right. Obviously I've been performing since I was 6, and then now I'm 20 and on my first actual tour. And through all of that label of child prodigy, you know, it gives you something to like look up to, you know, like I
look up to yourself.
Yeah, I look up to myself, and I know that people care, and I know that there's people out there that are like, yeah, you know, he's a child prodigy, and they're like, he's amazing. That's all that title comes with. But every child is a child prodigy in their own way. You just gotta find their thing, find their niche. I was just blessed to do music, and I was blessed to keep doing it as I was young.
And sometimes that means playing drums at 18 months old and 2 years old and
yeah, tapping on stuff. That's what that is. If you got a kid and they
playing
are
with Future
always
Man.
hitting stuff, you never know.
Playing with Roy Wooten.
Roy Wooten.
Yeah,
Roy Wooten and Victor Wooten. Just two amazing human beings. Definitely would not be the drummer or the musician that I am without those two. I owe them the world. They're amazing.
While we're doing shout outs, we can also maybe give a quick drum shout out to Billy Cobham.
Billy, that's like my grandfather. I love him. He taught me everything. Like obviously I had my drum teachers before, but you know, Billy only ever takes on a few students every like decade, and I was blessed to be in his presence, and I was blessed to actually be able to work with him and be able to learn from him. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like noticing that there are things that he taught me as a human that I now implement, and then obviously there were things that he taught me as a drummer. I still use the sticks. Wow, I miss Billy. I haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah.
You gave a pair of sticks to an artist you saw. Oh yeah, Paquito de Rivera. You gave him your drumsticks with a red ribbon.
Whoa, yeah, I did. Nardwar. You're Malachi Nassér, we have to know. Yeah, wow. Very young, but beautiful concert. It was amazing. Oh.
That was in Englewood.
That was in Englewood.
One night in Englewood.
And just got to enjoy my time with him. He's an amazing human being.
I just learned that your name, Malachi, means messenger of God. Is that something that speaks to you at all?
Yeah, I think, especially in my artistry, and especially in my music, what I take from my name is that I think everyone has a story. You know, I think everyone in them has a song. And I'm just blessed that music was something that I was able to go into, and I'm able to give that story. But I say this all the time. I don't write any songs. I channel songs, but every song that I've ever done, it didn't sit down and I was like, oh, I'm gonna write a song today. Everything was always like, something was like, oh, this. So it couldn't have been me, obviously. I wasn't trying to do it. So I'd say, you know, yeah, I'm a messenger of God, as we all are, in the sense that if you're doing what you love, you're being a messenger of God. Easy.
Wow. I want to talk about your EP J.O.Y, Jokes of Yesterday, which, as we said, came out today.
It's out! Oh my God!
And we gotta run through this track list real quick. Disappear before the dawn, yes. With lines like disappear like speckled stars and leave our lives behind. It's like you're allowing yourself to play this fantasy in your head where you run away with someone. So where do you go?
Where do I go? I mean, this song, it was written about a friend of mine who was just in a very abusive is the only term I can think of, a relationship, and I was like, hey,
severely
toxic. That's what it is, toxic.
Severely toxic.
And I was like, you're dealing with all this stuff. You don't need to. I was like, let's just get out of this space. Let's just go somewhere, and that's where the inspiration of the song came from. But Disappear Before the Dawn, that's a beautiful song. Where do I go? When I need to disappear, I got a few spots. I love me a good cliffside.
Palisades.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking of. Right on Palisades. I love that. I love that little cliff with the graffiti. Tough spot.
And then we have Sorry, which is about expressing yourself without shame, owning your feelings, despite maybe things not going where you hoped. But like, are you really sorry though?
Exactly. Like I feel like people are always like, oh, I'm just so sorry for that relationship, or like this and that about things that might have happened in the past that were awful. But those things, no matter how bad they were, they made you the person that you are now. And so regardless, you either learned something or you became a better human because of it, and that's the only route that you can take through these experiences. So sorry is really saying it, and this is in the context of a relationship, obviously, but it's like, you know, sorry for all the love that I gave you, sorry for blah, 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 but really, like, I'm not sorry. And I never lied about being and saying that that I'd love you forever. You know, like there's always a part of me that will, you know, they like after a relationship, there's always a part of me that's gonna care for that person. I just think that sorry says that there's no such thing as a bad experience because there's always a kernel of something.
Yeah, every person's a lesson.
Exactly.
And we're all each in our own ways suckers.
Yeah, man.
Like
suckers in love.
Yeah, suckers in love. Like it's gonna happen. And Hey Olympus is my favorite. We don't know where we are. Our sight is blurry. But it sounds like despite that, you're still on your way. Like you let love light the path and be your guide in spite of heartbreak. Is that an easy thing for you to do? Secret tunnel. Through the mountain.
It's not an easy thing to do. Having that vulnerability to be like, yeah, I don't know where I'm at right now, but I know something good's gonna come out of it, you know, like, and that goes for all sections of life. That goes for this show today. That goes for relationships. That goes for working out. That's a great example. You know, you go into the gym, you're like,
can't relate.
You're trying to, but yeah, going through these experiences where it's just like, you can't see the end, and you know, you don't know what's gonna come out of it, but here we go anyway. I think that's what Hey Olympus is trying to say.
Thursdays in November.
Ugh.
Remembering a past relationship, the good and the bad. When those memories sneak up to you, like when they sneak up on you, what do you do with them? Where do they belong?
I wrote them down. That's why I got Thursdays in November. Every line in that song is the truth. Man, and when those memories come, it goes back to the name of the EP, Jokes of Yesterday. You know, whether they be good or bad, they're beautiful memories now. Now that the sadness is past and now that the pain is past. But I was at a stop sign. It was after the relationship. I was at a stop sign. I broke down. It was in the middle of the night. But it's all, you have to love to lose it. So it's worth it. There's
an old adage, you either get the girl or you get the song.
Exactly. Hey, and I think Thursdays November is a good payoff.
Yeah, definitely. Want Me, a self-love anthem, if I do say so. Wanting so badly for someone to see you a certain way, and then finding it in yourself. Well, what does that take?
It takes a lot of hard work, that's what it takes. Want Me, I wrote while in that discovery. Obviously just trying to be like, yeah, I want someone to love me in this way because I know I deserve to be loved in this way. And then as I was writing it, I was like, I love me in this way. And then someone will come along that will also love you in that way. You don't have to try to make someone love you in the way that you deserve to be loved. That doesn't make any sense. But Want Me is saying, I know how I want to be loved. I want somebody to want me. I want somebody to want me the way that I want you to want me. But if you won't, someone will, and I will, and that's what matters.
But then there's still that feeling.
Like that. But could you? Could you? Yeah, I want somebody. I'm gonna love myself, obviously. But could you?
Yeah, could you though?
Let's
just talk about it.
Let's just talk about it. Food for thought.
Food for thought.
I don't think it'd be too bad.
Yeah, the last track is Shelter.
I love that song.
Staying strong for someone you love, even at the expense of your own well-being. Why is it your favorite to perform? You said it was.
It's so writing that song, it was like, that was my realization of like, dang, I'm like giving my all for this person and for what? That's where I was at that time. And that song is just, it has so much emotion behind it and so much feeling behind it, and just performing it, it's such a release. It's such a release. It's just like, I'll be your shelter with you while I'm falling down. And then and it's all like out. And especially after the guitar solo and everything comes in, but Shelter, you know, I'm just a broken record on a dusty shelf. That feeling, it's hard, but like getting out of that, amazing. I'd rather have gone through that feeling and gotten out of it and be where I am now than not have that at all, because it feels so good to be like, yeah, I'm in a better position now.
It seems like J.O.Y, the theme throughout it is heartbreak, but the lessons that we learn.
How
we grow and become the person that we are. Like, we had to go through this experience to become the person who we are.
Like, half my conversations with my like friends from back when we were younger, obviously, is like, do you remember when?
Yeah.
And they're the best conversations.
Yeah.
And it can be about some like traumatic stuff, but it feels good.
Isn't it always crazy though when you're having that conversation about something that didn't actually feel like that long ago, but then you realize it was 10 years ago?
10 years ago. Oh my God. I remember I was talking to my friend Luke. You remember Luke? So I was talking to him and I was like, yo, we met 10 years ago. And we met 10 years ago I walked into the classroom and he pointed at me and he was like, we're friends now. And I literally was like, oh, okay. And we were talking about it and we were just talking about like school and we were like, that was a decade ago. A decade? What? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know how we're in our 20s right
I don't know how we're in our 20s. Dude, we're in our 20s.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Like, I only thought like 20-year-olds existed on the internet.
Yeah, 20-year-olds don't exist. I thought you'd go from like 15 to like 30.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you kind of do. We're 20 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile.
Smile.
Because this is all a precursor to your upcoming album.
Mm-hmm.
Smile. It's your debut album, which is also an acronym.
I'm a big lover of acronyms.
I think you might have mentioned what it stood for on Unplugged, but to give us a refresher.
SMILE stands for Smiles Make It Look Easy.
Yeah, Smiles like it. Yeah.
And it's just, I like that name. I'm so excited to
I like acronyms that have the word in it in one of the letters.
I like that. But Smile, it's just, it's exactly what it says. You know, sad songs and sad experiences, but you gotta smile through it, and you come out on top better. You come out of it.
Musically, what can we expect from the record? Is it different from J.O.Y?
It's very similar to J.O.Y. But it's new songs.
New songs. You played some new songs tonight?
I played some new songs tonight. I'm coming home. I was very excited to play. Scotland will be on Smile.
Three words
will be on Smile.
Yeah.
But that album's gonna hit. I'm very, 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 very excited for that. I've started writing this stuff afterward, but I'm recording Smile soon. Like, I just finished up this tour. I'm home now, so I can actually get into the studio, and I don't know, it might be coming to you faster than you think.
I'm not gonna ask what the date is, but do you have a release date?
I don't have a release date. I will say it's gonna be here faster than you think, but I don't have a release date.
Okay. Well, okay. Art cannot be rushed.
Art cannot be rushed.
Not Malachi's art, anyway. Dude, this was an awesome show. I'm so glad that I can make it out and help you bring your...
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my God. Like, high school. We're 20.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. But now we're like doing the things that we love to do. Like, I remember you were saying like, oh yeah, that'd be so cool being on the radio and like do all this stuff. And I used to say like, oh, I want to tour and I want to do the dip. And now we're just, look at us. Look at us in that little camera.
Who'd have
thought? Who'd have thought?
It's been a pleasure talking to you today for 90.3 WMSC. J.O.Y is out everywhere. And be on the lookout for Smile and any shows that Malachi has going on soon, because Malachi can be found on Instagram at
Malachi Nassér Official. I can't wait to see you all soon. Hopefully you come to a show and I can see your beautiful faces.
That's right, Malachi Nassér Official. And Jared Tauber, DJ, Dr. DJ, out.
Peace! Let's go get some freaking sleep.
Seriously.
Tough.
That's cool, bro.